Starting a business is tough, but being broke is even more tough. So today we're going to talk about how to start your car rental business in 2026. And if you're new here, hit the like button. It's completely free. This is free game, okay? I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart because I am a very kind person. All right. So make sure you hit the like button so that the video can get pushed so that more people, right, can be able to not be broke. Okay. All right. So number one, okay, the very first thing you're gonna need is a car. Okay. Now, a lot of people think you have to buy a car or finance a car or whatever. Yeah, if you don't have access to a car, right, you can buy a car. Now, when it comes to financing, the mistake a lot of people make here is that they try to use auto loans. Okay, so please stay away from auto loans. Okay, so I'm going to give you some free gems right here. If you want to finance a vehicle, you can leverage your credit to get access to business credit cards. Okay, a lot of business credit cards give you 0% interest for the first 6 to 12 months. And then you can liquidate your credit cards and use that to buy your first car. Okay. And then when it comes to buying the very first car, you want to absolutely make sure that you're buying a reliable car under $5,000. Okay. Yes, that's right. Under $5,000. And I know what most of you are going to say. You can't find a good car for $5,000. That's a lie. I bought plenty of cars. I bought Toyotas, Hondas for less than $5,000. They're out there. You can find them. You can use places like Facebook Marketplace. You can negotiate the price of the vehicle and you can use that to buy the car. Okay. Very, very simple. If you're spending too much on the vehicle, you're overspending. Okay. Because in the car rental game, one car can make anywhere from $1,600 to $1,800 a month. Okay. So we want to make sure that we're getting a quick return on our investment in 2 to 3 months by spending less than $5,000 on each car. All right. Now, what kind of cars do you want to buy? Well, you want to make sure that first of all, before you buy the vehicle, that you check the Carfax, right? You want to check the Carfax to clean title. We don't want any salvage title vehicles. If you're buying salvage title vehicles to rent, you're asking for a lawsuit. You're begging for it, right? You're asking to get cooked, basically. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that the car title is completely clean. And then you buy the vehicle. And then the most important thing here is you want to make sure that you do a pre-purchase inspection of the car. Okay, it's cost like $200. Okay, so spend the $200 so that you don't have to go spend. You don't have to spend 4K, 5K on a bad investment. Okay, that's the worst feeling in the world. Trust me. Ask me how I know. Okay, so once you have the pre-purchase inspection done, you check the clean car, right? It's a reliable car. So reliable cars are gonna fall anywhere in the Toyota ranges. We're talking about Camrys. We're talking about Corollas, right? And then we're looking at Hondas as well, right? Honda Civics, Honda Accords, Honda Fits, right? Those are all really, really good vehicles for what I am about to show you next. Okay, so then once you have the vehicle, then obviously, who are we giving the vehicles to? We're giving the vehicles to gig economy workers, okay? People that are going to be driving for Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Amazon Flex, Roadie, right? These are our ideal clients, our ideal customers. Why? Because these people need these vehicles. Okay, so one, because they need the vehicle, they have less of an incentive to damage the vehicle. And yes, I know vehicles will still get damaged. Okay, it's part of the game, right? But they have less incentivized to do so. That's one. And two, because they need the vehicles, they are going to keep the cars for long periods of time. So we're talking about 3, 6 months, 1 year. I've had 2-year rentals straight, 2 years before. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're giving the car to someone that's going to keep it for a long period of time so that you're not so intimately tied with the day-to-day activities of washing cars, cleaning cars. We want as little turnover as possible. So we want the cars to be on the road for as long as possible. And that can really only be done with gig economy workers. Okay, there are going to be some exceptions here and there, but consistent renters, gig economy workers is the way to go. Okay, so once you find your renter, right, you have the car, you find your renter. Now we want to protect the car. We want to protect the asset. We want to put trackers with an S, and a kill switch in the vehicle. Okay. And the reason why we do this is because the cars will get stolen. Okay. People will lie about where they are with your vehicle. People may not return your vehicle in time or at all. So if you don't have a tracker and a kill switch in the vehicle, and the renter is lying about where they are, not returning the vehicle on time, how do you recover your vehicle? They're not making payment. They've gone ghost. These things 100% will happen. It's part of the game. Okay. And yeah, and I know what a lot of people are gonna say. Oh, shouldn't rent to gig workers. This is a risky business. Yes, it is. Nobody ever became rich by not taking risk. It doesn't exist. I've never heard a story about a guy who came from the trenches, made it to the top, and didn't take any risk at all. He just invested $200 every single month in the S&P 500. Doesn't exist. Okay, doesn't exist. All right. So what you need to do is understand the risk and manage the risk, or mitigate the risk. Okay. Now the big question that's gonna come next is, what about the insurance? Okay, cool. Now we're gonna talk about the insurance. Okay. Now there's two main ways that you can approach insurance. All right. You can go with a company that covers both on and off rentals. These companies do exist. Not many of them. One of them is GMI. You can use GMI. They'll cover on and off rental. They are commercial policy, but if you file too many claims, they will drop you. Okay. So you still can't go crazy with the claims. So you still have to make sure that you're doing your risk management properly by making sure that you have trackers in the vehicle, so that at least you're not going to be filing any stolen vehicle claims. Okay. That completely takes that away with the trackers and the kill switch. Right. Or you can go with a base policy and then put a third party coverage on top of it. So you can use a combination of Romley and Bonza, or Romley and rental cover, whatever. Okay. So those are your two ways you can go with insurance. And you can get started with that setup. Okay. So now you have the car, you have the renter, you have the insurance. Now we want to manage the risk even more by running a background check on the renter. Okay. We want to make sure that this is someone that is not a criminal. They won't be out to hurt us or do criminal activity in our vehicles, because believe it or not, okay, you can get sued for renting cars to criminals. Okay, you can. It's part of the Graves Amendment. Look it up. All right. So make sure that you run background checks so that you're not giving cars to criminals unknowingly, because what happens is, if they cause an accident, it can 100% come back to bite you, even though according to the Graves Amendment, right, the car rental operators cannot be held responsible or liable for any accident caused by the renter, other than criminal wrongdoing and negligence. Criminal wrongdoing and negligence. Okay, so those are your two factors there. Now, you have your background check, you have your renter. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is set them up with a contract, all right, with a rental agreement. Okay, if you're enjoying the video so far, hit the like button. It's free as well. It's a free game. Okay, it doesn't cost you a thing. All right, hit the like button. If you're looking to start a business, right, so that you're not in a situation where you don't have any money or you just got laid off. All right, people are getting laid off all the time. The AI revolution is here. It's sink or swim, buddy. You're gonna swim, or you're gonna sink. It's up to you. All right, so smash the subscribe button, right, so that I can teach you more on how to make money in the car rental business. Okay, so once you have everything set up, you put the rental agreement together. You have the renter sign that, no exceptions, right? Even if your family member is renting, make them sign a rental agreement. That's how you can prove that you weren't driving the vehicle as the owner of the vehicle. Outside of the rental agreement, you really have no proof that you weren't the one driving the vehicle. It doesn't matter what text messages you show. It doesn't matter what phone calls you have. You need concrete proof, and the rental agreement is concrete proof. Boom. Now that you have the rental agreement done, from there, you're going to charge your weekly fee. Okay, I recommend charging weekly for these type of rentals. That way, there's enough time for the gig economy worker to make money throughout the week, pay you, and have some left over for themselves. And then you're not having to chase payments every single day, which is going to be absolutely a headache. All right. So that's how you set it up. I recommend charging anywhere from $350 to $450 a week. With one car, you can make a minimum of $1,400 a month, a maximum of $1,800 a month. Obviously, we want to make more, so I would say charge more. Okay, it doesn't hurt to charge more. Okay, you're running a business, you need money. Okay, all right, and you want money for your pockets as well. There's nothing wrong with it. So charge more. I would go $450 a week, right? Put them in the vehicle. send them out on the road, have them go do their thing. And as soon as you see that vehicle is gone for long periods of time, you literally rinse and repeat with more vehicles. All you need is 7 vehicles to make 10K a month. That's it. 7 cars, 10K a month. All right. I have multiple students that are doing this, right? That are killing it in the car rental business all across the country. So if you're serious about starting your car rental business, use the link in the description below to book a consultation call with me, and I'll build a roadmap for you to help you start and scale your business. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm Alex Otto. We out.